Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Why am I in a hurry for the week to end? I have no idea, but happy Thursday. It is July 3rd. One more day for the big July 4th celebration. Although this year, I don't know if people are really celebrating July 4th, and I don't know why or why not they wouldn't celebrate July 4th. So, but we just celebrate our Juneteenth because Juneteenth is the African American Independence, the Africans Independence Day. We are Africans. We are, I guess, African Americans now, whatever they want to call us. But that was our Independence Day. But we also celebrate the 4th of July. So tomorrow morning I will be on a flight heading to Georgia. Because July 5th is my beautiful daughter Abigail's birthday. So I'm going to go and celebrate with her. Now I'm remembering that day when I woke up. That was the longest labor I had, guys. Whew, that young lady. I remember it was a Sunday morning, July 4th. That I woke up with cramps, and I was cramping. I was in pain, and then I know you do not go to the hospital unless they are 3 seconds apart, and I was not 3 seconds apart, whatever the timing is. So the whole day I was suffering. I was in pain, and then finally that Sunday late evening, I went to the hospital because I couldn't bear it anymore. Then my doctor sent me back home. I'm like, lady, I can do this. I can do it now. Mind you, this is child number 3, and I'm saying that I couldn't do it, right? Because it was just different. My first child was 19 hours. It seems like I have very long labor, guys. Long labor. So I went, it was around 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and she sent me home. She said, you're not ready. She said, go for a walk. Go take a walk. Go have sex. I'm like, have sex? You're crazy. You think I want to have sex right now? So I went back home, and then I couldn't do it. I went home. I walked a little bit. I was still in a lot of pain. I was suffering. I was miserable. And later that night, I went back. And when I went back, they kept me. So I was there the whole July 4th. Finally, at nighttime, around 11-12 o'clock, I did take the epidural shot because I couldn't do it anymore. Mind you, I woke up since July 4th morning with labor pain. The whole day I was in labor. And evening, the pain was getting worse and worse. And then I decided to go. They sent me home. And then I went back again. And then finally, they kept me. Then around 11:30 they give me the epidural shot, and then I was still there. Then finally I got a little break. Then I fell asleep. I don't know what they gave me, but I fell asleep. I felt a little relief, so then finally July 5th, the next day, she came into the world, and it was like, I felt free. So July 5th is my Independence Day because I was liberated from horrible labor pain. And then I was like, oh, that feels good. I felt like it was the most, yeah. So she was born July 5th. She's an amazing, beautiful young woman. Oh my goodness, this girl, she's fire. If you think her mama's hot, you have to see her. She's fire. Fire, okay? All my babies are beautiful. All of them are beautiful, and my son is super handsome. So yeah, guys, I love bragging about my kids because I love them so dearly, and they love me just as much, if not more. So I love them. I just love them. So anyway, enough about me. You guys know I'm a happy mom. I'm a happy mom. And I love my kids. My kids are they center me. They are that balance in my life. They give me peace. They give me joy. And everything I do, I do it for them, taking care of myself so that I can take care of them. At the end of the day, they are that thing. They are that reason that I keep fighting and I keep pushing forward. That we talk about that you need to have something that gives you the drive, that gives you the determination, that push you to do more and more and more, so that you never give up, because there's so much in the world that will force you to give up, that will make you feel discouraged. But if you have that thing, that one thing that brings you joy, just as much as my children bring me joy, just as they bring me joy, and I bring them joy on a good day, because at the end of the day I still have to be mom. So because I say I love them so much, it does not mean that I do not play my role as a mom when I need to discipline, like put my foot down and say, no, we need to do this, we need to do that. So that is that. Okay, so that's my joyful moment that I'm sharing this morning, because I'm excited. It's my daughter's birthday on Saturday, so I'm gonna go to Georgia. We're gonna go spend the day. She wanted to go to this park in Georgia. Can I give her my location now for safety reason, so she wanted to go to this park, and we're gonna go and we're gonna have fun. And I'm super excited as I share, because I'm gonna have all 4 of my babies with me. That hasn't happened it hasn't happened in a while, that all 5 of us, like the girls, the mom, the son. I'm not talking about husband and any of that stuff. I'm talking about my babies. Yeah, the husband and everything else, all of that can come, but my babies, yes. People can say whatever they want, but my babies, So yeah, we are on a 21-day health and wellness series. Okay, health and wellness series. We are today on day 15. Day 15. Yesterday we were on day 14, that we talk about joyful. It's too early. Why my mind is blackened. Yeah, because I was working on another document, because I have 2 presentations that I'm going to be doing for the program administrators, coordinators, wellness event. So I was preparing my bio and I was preparing my presentation. I believe yesterday we talked about self-love and body positivity. That's what we talked about yesterday, self-love and body positivity. Today we're talking about day 15, strengthen relationship. Strengthening our relationship. Okay, today this is what today is, because our relationship is vital to our well-being. Yes, bonjour Tonton Patrick. Our relationship is vital to our well-being, because strong relationship contribute to emotional stability, resilience, and even physical health. Investing time and intention into your connection enriches your life and others. So when we say that strengthen your relationship is connected to your well-being, have you ever been in a tough situation, or your relationship is not going the way that you want it to go? Then you feel all stressed, you feel disconnected, you feel tired, you feel anxious, you don't feel hungry, or some of us, we feel hungry, we eat more than we need to, because our relationship, the people we love so dearly, or we claim to love us so dearly, we are not in a good space with them. I'm the type of person, when things are not going right, I just realized that about me. I'm a stress eater. I eat when I'm super stressed, and now that I realize that, I'm paying attention to that, because guys, I have a very busy life. I have kids, I have my career, I have the diplomacy thing, world that I'm in. I have so much, and I have family outside that I help, friends and family, everybody. I have so many different factors that can contribute to my stress. So I need to pay attention I need to pay attention in regards to that. So if I see that, oh, you eating things you shouldn't be eating, that's an indication that there's something going on with me. And I shared with you guys, my life is not perfect. I have issues that I'm going through. I have things that I'm dealing with, but every day I get up and I push forward. I take them, I embrace them, and I try to find a solution for them. I don't just give up. So our connection and our relationship connection is vital to our well-being, because when we are not emotionally stable, when we lose our resilience, we just want to give up. We just don't want to do the things we love, and we give up about our physical health because we're eating things we shouldn't be eating. We doing things that we shouldn't be doing. So having a strong relationship is important to our well-being. Okay, the second key point we're talking about is gratitude strengthens bonds. You know, that sometimes we could be in a relationship and the person could be doing everything in their power to keep us happy, but because it's not being done the way that we want it to be done, we don't show any gratitude. We are not thankful for it. So expressing appreciation helps people feel valued and deepen trust. So when we show appreciation to people, it deepens their value, and you know, if they feel valued, and deepen the trust that is within that relationship. You know, a small sincere thank you sometimes can help. You know, or a simple heartfelt compliment, say, oh my goodness, you look so nice, I love your tie, or I love your dress. It can definitely make a powerful impact on the person because they feel appreciated. Can you imagine you wake up every day, you're doing everything you do, and then not a simple thank you, but all you get is the criticism that, oh my God, you should have put the pen here, not there, or you should have put this here, not there. Instead of the person saying thank you, all you get is, oh, you should have done it that way. You know, so we need to show gratitude. We need to give people, heart or partners, the person you're in a relationship with, we need to give them heartfelt compliment so they can also feel good about themselves, so that, you know, it will bring balance to the relationship. Show you appreciate each other, show that you support each other. And then when we're doing something, when we have to say something, we have to say it the best we can, trying to find a respectful way to do it. Yes, I know sometimes we get so angry, we get so upset, we say things, we do things that we shouldn't have said, or things we shouldn't have done. And this is why when I get upset, I just keep my silence and I listen, I observe, and I observe. And then when I come back into me, that I'm ready to speak, now can we talk about it, right? And I share my opinion, I tell you exactly how I feel, and then we talk about it, then we move on. But as long as I'm unable to speak about it, I feel so heavy. So that's why you need to release it. You need to speak up, speak to the person, let them know what you're feeling so that you can move on. So if you're in a relationship and things are not going right and you just hold it all up because you want to build a case, it's not going to work. We need to learn to communicate with one another so that we can get past any challenges that we have so that we can move forward. The next key thing we're talking about today, because today we're talking about strengthening relationship. We are on the 15th of our 21-day health and wellness series. Oh my goodness, we have a few more days left and then we can move on to the next thing. Wow, the next thing we're going to be talking about is quality over quantity. I am a person, I think quality over quantity at any time. If this orange is going to cost me $5 because I know it's going to be sweet and delicious, I'm going to pay $5 for it instead of having 10 oranges for $5 and they are not tasty, they are sour, they are maybe have chemical or whatever things on them. So I would prefer to pay the $1.99 because I know I'm getting a fresh organic orange. It's not something that was made in the laboratory. So I will pay for the quality of the product instead of the quantity of the products, right? So you don't need a dozen of relationship. To say that, you don't need a dozen friends. You don't need a dozen people to like you. You don't need to have 100 people that you can say, oh, I have 800 people in my phone, that I have a lot of friends. No, how often do you speak to those 800 people? I'll be quick to say I have a lot of contacts in my phone, but they are like professional contacts, people I've worked with over the year, because I'm in program administration. So every year in a program I may have 40, 60 residents, so I create different WhatsApp group, different contacts, so their number are in my phone. But can I say they are all my friends? Though they are professional connection, but if I say I have friends, I know who I can say in my contact, and I can count on one hand how many people that I can call friends. We need to understand the definition of friends. What is a true friendship? What is a friendship? If you think a friendship is somebody you can go and party with all the time and just, I don't even know. But my definition of friendship is different, because I value the people I put into my life. Anyone who comes into my life must be someone who be contributing positively into my life, and I can also contribute positive things into that person's life. We can share knowledge, we can share experiences. You can help me to grow as I help you to grow. If you have friends and those friends are all about gossiping, about partying, about just having a good time, or I don't know, whatever your definition of friendship is, you have to figure that out. And you need to see the people that who shows up for you when you really need them. Who will show up for you? And when I mean show up, it's not somebody who can show up financially, although that can be helpful too if you have friends who can show up financially for you. But who will show up for you? Who are those true friends that you can pick up the phone and say, hey, I have this issue, can you come? And we'll say, without a doubt, we'll be there. We'll show up for you no matter where you are. So think about the quality of the friendships that you have instead of the quantity. You don't need a dozen friends. You don't need a dozen. If you have a dozen good friends, praise God, you are one of the richest person in the world. But what you need is just a few that are rooted in honesty, support, and mutual respect. Okay, people who are rooted in honesty, support, and mutual respect. Okay, it's about depth, not number. When I say depth, D-E-P-T-H, depth, and not numbers. Okay, people would who value you, and you value them in return. So think about the quality, but not the quantity. Take quality over quantity. The fourth key point we're talking about is healthy communication is essential. A lot of the time in our relationships, one of the things that creates friction is the way we communicate, right? Because especially sometimes when the relationship is new, when you're learning the person language, because believe it or not, we all may speak English, but we all speak a different language. Yes, because you have to learn to understand the other person language, their body language, what it means, their gestures, what it means to them, because it may mean something to you, but it means something completely different to them. Or I don't know, I'm the type of person, just my face could tell you a million things. Just my face can tell you. And I remember my kids, when they were growing up, if they were doing something, all I have to do is turn around and look at them, and I have this face. Yes, I have this look that I gave you. You know, you know that I'm in business when I give you that look. And all I had to do was look at my kids, and they knew what time it was. They knew it was either time for them to go to bed, go take a sit, go take a shower, go eat. They knew, right? So we have to learn each other's language, okay? Because we speak the same language, it doesn't mean that we understand things the same way, because there's cultures and then there's subcultures. We all grew up in different areas. Certain things may mean something to you, but it means something different to me, right? Because I remember I had one of my niece, she lived with me, and she had a friend, a little friend, and then one time she called, but she speaks Creole, but I think she speaks the New Orleans Creole. No, where she's from? I forgot where she's from. Martinique. Yeah, she's from Martinique. And then she called and she said, may I speak to Stephanie? I said, oh, Stephanie, she's in the shower. She can't come right now. And then when she was done, she said, okay, when she's finished, tell her, Dili, tell her, Macriel. I'm like, what? She said, tell her, I'm to translate it. She said, tell her that I cry. I said, cry? Why are you crying? Then I said something. I was so confused. But in her language, when you say criel, it meant that she called. I'm like, oh, tell her you said you call. So let things that I may know that may mean I may know this as a chapstick, but you know it either as a lip gloss or a chapstick, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. The key thing is we must learn to understand each other's language so that there's no friction when we talk to each other, so that the other person is not receiving a message that you are not sending. Okay, so be open when we are communicating. Be open, be honest and kind in our conversation, because a kind conversation can build trust and strengthen emotional intimacy. For those of us who are married or who are in a relationship, we know when we are not communicating, when we are not in sync with the person we're in a relationship with, the intimacy slowly it dies out, because you are not emotionally connected. When we have that emotional connection, the intimacy become more special because we are connected. And when we are with each other, you can feel it, right? You can feel it. You can see it's something different. You can feel it's something different because you guys are in sync. You are communicating. The emotional intimacy is there. The trust, the honesty, the kindness, the love, it's all there. So we must learn to listen. I myself included, I'm working on learning to listen actively and speak with empathy. Sometimes I need to have a little more empathy when I speak to people, because I'm the type of person that I am a straightforward person. If this is red, I'm gonna tell you it's red. I'm not gonna go, well, you know, I think if you mix this color and that color, it's gonna give you orange, but the orange can also be, no. I'm not that type of person. So this is something that I need to work on, that I'm working on, because not everyone can be as straightforward. I'm the type of person, when you're speaking to me, I'm like, can you please get to the point? Just tell me what you need to tell me, instead of you telling me a whole story before you can get to me to tell me what you need to tell me. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm bored already. Are you wasting my time? And I don't have time for it. So I'm working on being more patient and have and speak with more empathy when I speak to other people, right? Because I need to know not everybody can be as straightforward as I am. Not everyone knows how to express themselves the way that they need to express themselves, or they just have to tell a whole story before they could get to the point where they need to be. Me, I'm like, get to the point. Just tell me what you need to tell me so I can move forward, and then we'll move on. Instead of sitting there and be like, are you there yet? Are you there yet? That's what I'm saying to my head. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? And then I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting tense because you're taking so much of my time, and then you could just say what you need to say. So I'm working on that, because we all have our thing. I don't know if it's me, but I like people to just tell me what you need to tell me, and not tell me a long story, so that we can talk about it. I'm like, bam, 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 bam. And some people say it's a professional thing, because it depends on the field that you are in. Yeah, it could be something with the field that I'm in, because I'm in business administration. So yeah, anyway, so we talked today. Today we are on day 15. We talk about strengthening our relationship. The key points we covered this morning was they are connection is vital to well-being, because if we are not in a healthy relationship, it reacts on our emotion. It causes us to have emotional instability. But if we are in a good space, our relationship is going well, we are healthy, we are communicating, we are together, we are more emotionally stable. Then the second key point we'll talk about is gratitude, strengthens bonds. When we say thank you for the small thing, the smallest thing our partners do for us, And when we give heartfelt compliments, it makes a powerful impact on the person and also in our relationship. Then we talk about having quality over quantity, because we don't need a dozen friends. But if you're one of those people who have a dozen friends, praise God for you. You are maybe one of the richest people. But yeah, think about the numbers, think about the values that people bring to your friendship, to your relationship, like honesty, support, and mutual respect. So look at quality versus quantity. And then the last key point we talk about was healthy communication is essential. So we must learn to be open, honest, and kind. And with our kindness and conversation, we can build trust and strengthen emotional intimacy. Okay, so we must learn to listen actively and speak with empathy. So today, our positive affirmation, as I share with you guys, I share a positive affirmation with you every day. You can write it down so you can look at it, you can read it over and over, just so that you can feel that. Okay, you can have it to help build you, to help build the people around you, to help strengthen your friendship, your relationship, to help to strengthen you. So today's positive affirmation is, my relationship are rooted in trust and mutual respect. My relationship, you say my relationship, are rooted in love, trust, and mutual respect. I give and receive support freely with gratitude. Let's say that again. My relationship are rooted in love, trust, and mutual respect. I give and receive support freely and with gratitude. So we must love and trust. Our relationship must be rooted in love and trust and mutual respect. Okay? And then you give support freely and then receive with gratitude. And the same way the person give you support and you receive it freely and then you receive it with gratitude. You give thanks to the support that you give, because the person technically they don't have to do certain things, but if you have someone who truly love you, who wants to do things for you, receive them and support freely and have some gratitude. Okay, gratitude is important. Is important. So for our daily practice, I share some things with you as well. Here's what you're going to practice today. You're gonna reach out intentionally. Okay, you're gonna reach out intentionally to someone. Oh, it could be a friend, a neighbor, your husband, your kid, someone. Reach out intentionally via call or text or visit a loved one today. Someone you haven't seen, someone you haven't talked to. So today you're going to be intentional about calling that person or sending a text, or if you are able to, you can go and visit, because it could be, the person could be a close friend, a family member, or a mentor, even a colleague you appreciate. It could be anyone. So let them know you're thinking of them. People want to know. People are thinking of them. People, you care about them. You love them. You appreciate them. And then we're gonna speak about appreciation. You're gonna tell that's your daily practice today. The first thing is you're gonna reach out intentionally. It could be via call, text, or visit the person today, and it could be anyone that you appreciate. And then you're gonna let them know that you are thinking of them. The second one is you're gonna speak appreciation. We talk about that. Tell someone one specific thing you appreciate about them. I could tell you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you who come every morning on the morning feed, who sits and spend the time with me, who share, like, and follow. Even those who don't share, I still appreciate you, because you're taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend some time with me. So call somebody, let them know you appreciate them. Or if you know somebody who inspired you, call them and say, hey, thank you for the inspiration. You inspired me. Or someone who supported you, call them and say thank you. If you can think of someone who brought joy into your life, call them and say thank you. Thank you for the peace, for the joy, for everything you've done to bring me, to bring peace and joy into my life. Be genuine and specific. Say, hey, I thank you for loving me. I thank you for being there for me in my time of need. whatever the case may be. So just be genuine and be specific, okay? Reflect in your journal. You're going to write down who in your life brings you peace and strength. And how do you show up in your relationship? The third one is you're going to write what relationship could benefit from more care or communication. Good morning, Ambassador Dolian. Okay, so you're going to write down 3 things. Who in your life brings you peace and strength? The second one is, how do you show up in your relationship? The third thing is, what relationship could benefit from more care or communication? The fourth daily practice you're going to have today is unplug and be present. You cannot be at the dinner table with your wife, with your children, or with someone, or it could be in a business meeting, and you have your phone, you're looking at it, and you're doing other things. That means you're not there presently with the person. Set aside any distraction when spending time with someone you care about, someone you love, or even if you're in a business meeting. Set aside any distraction. Offer your full, undivided attention. Listen more than you speak. As I shared, now I learn when people are talking, I'm just listening. I try to learn to listen more than I speak, because I know it's something that I need to work on, because I usually have an answer to everything that anybody's saying. I also have a question just before you can even finish your sentence. So I'm learning to listen more than I speak, okay? Because and then the next thing is, your presence is the greatest gift you can offer. Your presence is the greatest gift. And that's why I feel like my time is valuable, because if I'm giving you my time, I'm there with you, I want you to value it. I want you to appreciate it. I want you to respect it. If I'm spending my time with you, I give you my time. Don't sit there, you're doing something else while I'm sitting there with you. Why? Because time is the greatest gift anybody can give you. Your time is the greatest gift anyone can offer, whether it's professionally, whatever the case is. If somebody wants to invest their time on you, it's the greatest gift they can give you. The fifth one is act of kindness. An act of kindness. Do something thoughtful for someone. Be something thoughtful for someone. It could be a simple thing as leaving a little note, a kind gesture, helping someone, helping them with something they value. It does not have to be grand to be meaningful, whatever the case. It could be a small thing. Somebody crossing the street, you hold their hands to help them cross. Do something thoughtful. Someone you haven't done anything for. If you haven't talked to your mom, go to 1-800-FLOWER, whatever the case is. Send them some flowers, or go buy the flower and bring it. You never know, if you see somebody say, hey, good morning, you look amazing, you look beautiful, because you don't know what people are going through. A simple thing, good morning, Neda. A simple things can turn the person around. So do an act of kindness today. So for your daily practice today, here are the 5 things you're gonna do. You're going to reach out intentionally via call, text, visit, whatever the case may be. You're going to speak appreciation. You're going to say thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you've done, for the joy, the peace, the love, the whatever the person bring into your life. Okay. The third thing is you're going to reflect in your journal. We're going to write down who in your life brings you peace, strength, who show up for you in your relationship, what relationship could benefit from more care or communication. And then you're gonna unplug and be in the present. If you're spending time with somebody, unplug, set all distraction aside, and spend that time with the person, so that they feel that you are in the present. Okay, you value them, you appreciate them. And then the last thing is you're gonna do an act of kindness. Do something thoughtful for someone, whatever the case is. Okay, and our final tips for today before we wrap up: nurturing your relationship doesn't require perfection, because sometimes we think whatever they show us on TV, those perfect home, those nice house with the white picket fence, the house always look clean, neat, everything looks so perfect. No, your relationship does not require perfection. Just your presence, your sincerity, and your effort. Okay, your presence, your sincerity, and your effort. Okay, healthy relationship requires healthy relationship are built through small, consistent acts of love and respect. Okay, a relationship, a healthy relationship, they are built through small, consistent acts of love and respect. So today, let's work on our relationship to make it healthier. Let's do the small things, because sometimes we think the small thing has zero meaning, and sometimes the smallest thing, as giving somebody this pen, can be a great deal for them, could mean a lot to them. So the things that are small to you may be grandiose to somebody else. So let's start with the small things. Let's be consistent, okay? And let's show love and respect. All right, guys, I thank you very, very much for joining me this morning. If you are on this live feed, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And you never know, my words of my morning talks can maybe bring somebody else a little joy, or can help somebody else to take a step towards something that they wanted to do they haven't done. So if you like, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe as I come on every morning at 9 a.m. You can join me on the morning feed. As I shared yesterday, I will not be able to come on the live tomorrow morning because I will be traveling to Georgia to go spend time with my beautiful daughter for her birthday, so I will not be able to come on the live, but I will see if I could come in sometime during the day or later on in the day to do a live talk with you guys. Okay, so have an amazing weekend, an amazing 4th of July weekend, and please, please, please remember safety first. Okay, wherever you're going to go, please do not drink and drive. Please do not drink and drive. For those of you who's going to be using fireworks, please, please, please be careful, be careful, be careful. Think about safety, 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 safety. Put your safety first, and the safety of others, put them first. Okay, so think about that. Have a good time. Enjoy your weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. Have an amazing time, but please just be safe. Okay, so as I always end, I want to remind you that Jesus loved you first, and your number one coach, your favorite coach, Coach Shirley, love you as well. So I'll see you. Hopefully I can come on tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Monday, and on Sunday I will definitely share the link to the live radio broadcast that Ambassador Doleon and myself, we host every Sunday from 11 to 1. So have an amazing weekend. Stay cool and be blessed. Ciao. Bye-bye.